Okay, you guys, Dr. Mindy here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a fasting lifestyle. So this is my mission for 2020. I want to get 1 million people building their own personal fasting lifestyle. So in this video, I'm going to explain what is a fasting lifestyle and the 7 steps that you need to go through in order to build one that's specific to you. Because there's so many miracles that can happen in a fasting lifestyle, and you need to find the right one for you. So I'm super excited to bring this to you. Okay, you guys, Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I really want to help you understand how to build yourself a fasting lifestyle. So if you've followed my channel at all, you know that there are 7 different fasts that I love to teach you to use. And I also love to teach you how to do diet variation and how to repair your microbiome. And on the next series, what I want to show you how to do is how do you put it all together? So I call it a fasting lifestyle. And let me start off by just saying that in a fasting lifestyle, the general premise that you are tapping into is that your body heals itself. Your body has an incredible healing power. And things like autophagy and ketosis and stimulating healthy, good bacteria in your gut and detoxing and all of these principles, even things like exercise, all of these principles are tapping into your own healing power. You are doing the healing. The doctor's not doing the healing, the YouTube video's not doing the healing, the supplement's not doing the healing. You are applying principles that will access your own healing. So that's what, to me, a fasting lifestyle is. And there are 7 things that I have found are really necessary when you go to put a fasting lifestyle together. Okay, so I'm going to take you through these 7 things. Now, follow me on Instagram, follow our community page, because what my team does so well is they'll take these videos and then they'll map them out on little info squares so that you guys have them so that you can tap into them anytime. If you forget, you can come back to them and you can tap into these 7 steps, okay? Because it's not 1 step, it's not 2, there's 7 of them here, okay? Ready for this? So the first, remember that you've got to choose which fast you're going to tap into. So remember, all different fasts do different things to your body. Go back and watch some of the videos I've done on like the fasting benefits chart that so many of you love. They're like switches. So just to kind of roll off the different switches that get turned on when you fast, we know with intermittent fasting, 13 to 15 hours, that a growth hormone switch gets turned on. We know with 17 hours that the autophagy switch starts to get turned on. We know that at 24 hours, the intestinal stem cell switch gets turned on. And we know that some BDNF is going to get switched on. We know with dry fasting, 12 to 24 hours, that you're going to get some BDNF and some serotonin switches will get turned on. We know that at 36 hours, fasting, oh my gosh, now your body's going and it's finding the insulin, the glucose that it stored years ago in fat, and it's going to start to utilize that for energy. We know at 48 hours that your dopamine receptor sites start to get regenerated. We know somewhere to around 48 hours that there's a process called the Krebs cycle, where the longer you fast, usually around 48 hours, something called gluconeogenesis happens, which turns on anti-aging oxidants. We know at 3 days, 72 hours, white blood cells, stem cells get turned on. So these are what I call switches. So when you're building yourself a fasting lifestyle, the very first thing you want to look at is which switch are you trying to turn on? And what I plan on doing for you all, so you can really understand this and apply it for yourself, is I'll take the principle in this video of a fasting lifestyle, and then I'll break it down for you in other conditions. So somebody last week asked me about depression, so I'll do a video on that. Somebody asked me about weight loss. So if you have a certain condition that you want to have a fasting lifestyle built for, know that put it in the comments and we'll build one here and do a video on it. Okay, so step number one, which fasting principles are you going to apply? Okay, step number two. Now you got to look at your eating style. What eating style do you need to apply? Maybe you need to get into ketosis. Maybe you don't. Maybe you need to look at just building up your plant diversity to feed your microbiome. Maybe one of the things you want to build a fasting lifestyle for is to build muscle, so you need to protein cycle. So the second step to building a fasting lifestyle is to look at what eating style. And we call it, in the fasting world, usually we look at it as macros, because that's a beautiful way to look at what your food is doing for you. So the second question is, which eating style are you going to do? Some of you love vegetarian, some of you are carnivores and want to do the carnivore diet. So this is where you get to pick your eating style for whatever you're trying to accomplish with your body. Okay, so that's step number two. Step number three, is your microbiome involved in this particular issue that you're trying to resolve or lifestyle you're trying to create? Do you need to work on repairing your microbiome? So let's use depression as an example. We know with depression that there is a brain-gut connection. We also know there is a gut-brain connection. So yes, the answer would be yes, I need to make sure that my microbiome in my gut is making enough neurotransmitters to keep my brain happy. One of the things that I see happen to so many people when they just fast and they don't create a fasting lifestyle is that they miss out on other tools they can be adding in, such as, did you know if you take a probiotic? Did you know if you eat sauerkraut? Did you know if you do a lot of prebiotic foods that you start to grow your good bacteria, and now they're going to produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine and GABA and all these things that will help make the brain function the way that you want it to function. So third step you want to ask yourself is do I need to pay attention to my microbiome? So if you're just trying to build muscle, let's say that was one of your things, then the microbiome might not be as important if that is your goal. But if you're trying to resolve a brain issue, if you're trying to lose weight, yeah, then you're going to really need to look at the microbiome. So that's the third step. Okay, fourth step, you got to ask yourself, is there a toxicity issue? So toxins, I said this to you guys so many times, and I don't mind saying it. I'll just keep saying it over and over again. But we live in the most toxic time in human history. So there are some things, fasting is a beautiful way to detox, but there are some conditions in the human body that aren't going to repair with fasting and diet alone, and that we need to dive in and look at the toxic piece. Let's use weight loss as an example. I've seen a ton of people that are fasting like crazy, doing the ketogenic diet like crazy, but they're living in a moldy house. And they don't realize that mold can actually make you hold on to weight. Same thing happens with depression. I've seen people who are trying to sleep at night and they're fasting again like crazy and they're doing the keto diet like crazy and they still can't sleep at night. Well, did you know that if your hypothalamus and your pituitary are packed with heavy metals, it will throw your melatonin production off and you'll never sleep right? So again, I'm going to take you through this series where we'll break down these conditions and you can look and I'll help you see if there's a toxic piece or not. But in many cases, if you're fasting, you're repairing your gut, you're changing your macros, and you're still not getting well, there's a toxic piece that needs to be addressed. So that's step number 4. Now, step number 5 is, should you be taking some supplements? So here is my general theory on supplements. Supplements are exactly what the word supplement means. They should supplement your fasting lifestyle. So when I use supplements, I recommend you go in, use the supplement, and then get off of it. Supplements are not meant to be taken over and over and over again, especially the same one forever for your entire life. So when we look at step number 5 of the fasting lifestyle, know that if there is a supplement that I recommend as we go through this process together, if there's a supplement I recommend, it's only meant to be taken for a short time. Go in, take it for a month, get out. The 4 steps before this should really help repair the body so that supplements aren't needed all the time. They should be exactly that, a supplement, okay? Step number 6, what biohacks can you add in? So if you're not familiar with the biohack word, there's a whole world of biohacking out there that has some really cool concepts. Dave Asprey, the author of the Bulletproof Diet, he is the one that really brought biohacking terminology to the forefront. And biohacking basically means that you're hacking into your own cellular healing so that you can speed up the healing process. Fasting is a form of biohacking. And there are other cool ways to biohack. There are some really natural ways, like sunlight. Are you getting out in the sun? So depression, let's take depression as for an example. You could fast, you can work on your macros, you could take supplements, you could detox, and if you're not getting outside in the sun, you're missing out on one of the greatest biohacks. Now, you could take it a step even deeper and go, okay, we know that red light is the most healing to our mitochondria, the most healing to our cells. So if you go out and you get in morning sun or sunset, you actually have the most red light there. So that would be an awesome natural biohack. Everybody knows this in the wintertime. If you live in a place where it's dark, days are shorter, it's cloudy, and you're not getting a lot of sunlight, everybody goes, oh man, I feel kind of blue. But then when it's sunny out all the time and we just aren't getting out into the sun, we forget how valuable the sun is for our overall emotional health. So natural biohacks, sleep is a natural biohack, exercise is a biohack, movement, things that our body wants us to do so that we can ensure that the chemicals that we're looking to produce in our body that heal us, we want to make sure that's happening. Now, there are other really cool biohacking tools, and I'll be bringing those to you as I break these conditions down, but like red light therapy, like a Juve light. So these are some of the things we have in our office. I know you guys at home, a lot of you have these little tools as well. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy. I've done 2 videos on that. I interviewed some experts in both of those. Chiropractic is one of the best biohacks ever discovered. Heidi Havoc, a great researcher out of New Zealand, discovered one chiropractic adjustment immediately takes you to your prefrontal cortex, takes you out of fight or flight, and will bring 30% more blood flow to your prefrontal cortex, which is where you can make smart decisions, where your happiness, if you're operating from here, you're going to be in a more optimistic, happy state. So you want to look at the tools that you have to biohack into your body. And then the last piece to building a fasting lifestyle is, okay, how do you put the first 6 pieces together? And we call that variation. And there are weekly variations, there are monthly variations, and there are yearly variations. So with this 7th step, you could look like on a Sunday night, you could start off and you could say, okay, I really want to build a fasting lifestyle this week that's going to help me drop weight because I overdid it the weeks before. So then you would work the steps. You would say, okay, what fasts am I going to do? What style of eating am I going to look at? Do I need to focus on my microbiome? Are there any detoxing supplements or steps or toxins I want to avoid? Do I need to cycle in any supplements? And are there any biohacks? And then you can put it together in a formula so that it's unique to you. This is a lot of what I do with patients when I sit down with them as I pull these different pieces in. So I hope that helps. Give me feedback. Let me know if that makes sense. I am truly on a mission to get 1 million people understanding the principles of a fasting lifestyle and get you guys to be able to do it for yourself. So we only know one form of healthcare. In general, we only know one form of healthcare, which is once a symptom shows up, that we try to attack that symptom. And what we don't realize is what we should be doing is focusing on these incredible healing mechanisms that our body has already come with. It's already pre-programmed. And how do we tap into those so that the symptoms will go away? It's called inside out healing as opposed to outside in healing. and that's a fasting lifestyle. So let me know, is that helpful? Stay tuned, we're gonna be doing a lot of squares on this. If you want more information on a fasting lifestyle, we are going in deep in January. Come to our reset experience. We got a whole day to teach you how to build a fasting lifestyle. We've got the Forever Young reset coming up that's going to show you a fasting lifestyle so that you can slow the aging process down. So get ready, 2020, I got a ton of information for you. So if you want information on the reset experience or the Forever Young reset, just put Reset Experience, Forever Young Reset in your comments, and we'll make sure we send you a link. So as always, let me know, does that help? Are you game? Are you wanting to start a fasting lifestyle? Because I'm super excited to teach it to you.